The award amount was for 40,000. I didn't start bidding until 2 months ago. It's for like 60 days, but it's only going to take me like maybe 4 or 5 days max. It has to do with roofing on 2 government buildings. I was able to charge even more amount than I would normally charge. It's the government. They got the money. They got a blank check. I mean, there's so many bids out there. It's just like, put a bid and keep it going.
I have a special guest here today. I'm David, who is here to talk about his recent government contracting win. So David, welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Miss Kizzy.
I'm so excited you're here. We were chatting before and you said, you're thinking about, you wanting to be on the channel, and then look, you're on the channel.
Yep, I'm on the channel. We're on the channel. Got introduced to the channel a couple months ago, and here I am now. So
wow. So let's dig into this. How did you get introduced to government contracting 2 months ago?
Well, I actually got introduced to it a while ago, but I didn't start bidding until 2 months ago.
Oh.
So I got introduced to state contracting. I've started doing state contracts since 2021. And then I've always heard about government contracting. I just didn't know how to do it, how to submit a bid, what it looked like, what Sam.Gov was, what solicitations was. I just didn't know. And then as I started talking to more people about it and educating myself about it, watching YouTube videos, and then I started learning more and more. And then in the beginning of this new year, January, I was able to complete my my UEI number and get registered with Sam.Gov. And then as soon as I got registered, got that case code, I started bidding.
What was the first thing you bid on?
So I am a contractor, so I'm a roofer contractor. So I started to bid on things that I felt comfortable with in my space of work. So it was first bid I want to say I submitted was actually a painting bid. And I actually just found out today that I did not win that award, but it is what it is. But I bid on painting and roofing, siding, gutters, things of that nature.
Okay. What did you actually win?
So the bid I won was through the Natural Park. It was for a roofing project. It has to do with roofing on 2 government buildings, as well as the gutters and changing out the fascia.
Oh, wow. And how long is this contract for?
Well, the contract is for 60 days, but it's only going to take me maybe 4 or 5 days max.
Wow.
I have 60 days to complete the project.
And if you don't mind me asking, what was the award for the contract?
The award amount? The award amount was for 40,000.
Oh, that's awesome. So for $40,000, you have kind of a long amount, a pretty good amount of time, but you're you're going to get it done in days.
Yeah. It'll be, honestly, we got a restricted time frame of working from 7 a.m. to 4:30. So if we was able normally on a project to get started 6 o'clock in the morning and work till it gets dark, now it gets dark by 8 o'clock. We'll probably need 2 days maximum. But with the time frame and everything, I just want to make sure everything is right, especially since it's my first government contract I won. So I told them, 4 or 5 days, and we should be able to get everything done.
Well, I love that. And how did you find these subcontractors?
They're actually the guys that I use every day for my project. So I do roofing on a daily basis, and they're just my same guys. The only thing is that the job is a little far from where we are located, so it's like a 3-hour hike. But it is what it is. We go wherever the money takes us.
Just to clarify for everyone watching, in your own business, you provide these kind of services. Then you're hey, why not provide something similar to the government?
For sure. Yep. Somebody said, hey, man, you're a roofer. Government opportunities for that. And that's what I started looking for, what I felt comfortable with. And then I was able to charge even more amount than I would normally charge my normal customers, just because they said, man, it's the government. They got the money. They got a blank check. Just add a little tax to it.
That's beautiful. And what are some other things that you are currently bidding on?
Just bidding on things that I feel comfortable with that I can not complete. We actually bid on this one project where I saw that they needed 150 microwaves as well as 150 refrigerators. And in my line of work, I got connections with different suppliers that could provide that. So I was able to shoot them over, hey, give me a price. And then from there, I just middleman it, put a additional price on it. Just different things. Just, I look at it, tools, gravel, product bids, just whatever I'm able to make a phone call and make it easy and go from there.
This is awesome. So basically within a few months, you got your cage code, you bid, you won this opportunity, and then you're bidding on a wide range of areas.
Yes. There's so many bids out there. It's just like, looking into it, reading it, and if I feel comfortable with doing it, put a bid in and keep it going.
That's really good. Like, how many do you typically bid on in a week?
It just depends. So far, between me and my team, it's a family-owned business. It's me, my brother, my sister, and my girlfriend. So when we're not too busy doing what we're normally doing, I say, hey, get on Sam.Gov, look up some solicitations, some bids, see what we feel comfortable putting in and go from there. So far, we've actually put in about 10 of them, and that is mixed with state and federal government contract work. Primarily, a lot of them has been federal. So we submitted 10 of them, and we just keep going from there. I got a goal of doing 15 a month, but we shall see.
No, that's good. So out of 10, you won 1 out of 10, which is great. Mm-hmm. So you put in 20 a month, then you'll win 2. Exactly.
And we recently, on Monday, we got a call back from, not a call, one of the CEOs had emailed us asking for more information. It was just confirming the materials and then asking them as far as delivery time. So I know that's usually a good sign when CEO is in contact with you about something. So I'm crossing my fingers that we win that bid as well. So we should see.
And I know people must be wondering, yes, you're in this space, you're family owned, girlfriend's involved, which is beautiful. How do you bankroll the different products? Because you talk about microwaves, appliances, I'm assuming roofing products, maybe construction products. How do you afford and pay for those things?
So I try to, reach out to the vendors that I have relationships with and see what terms they have as far as on the accounts, whether it be net 30, net 60, as well as, so I have been in business for over 4 years. So I have been able to get some business funding. So I have some credit cards that I can use if it comes down to that. And then just some capital saved up.
I love that. And what advice do you have to people who are interested in the same space as you, but maybe they don't have the money?
They don't have the money. If there's a will, there's a way, just do your research. There's a lot of information out there. I've heard of bid funding where you're able to take a contract and get funding for it. I haven't done it personally, but, I've seen stuff like that in the Facebook group where people have won contracts and say, well, how am I going to fund this? You utilize your network and business credit cards. There's a way.
No, that's beautiful. I agree with you. There's always a way. That always makes a way. There's always a way. So what have you pondered bidding on anything outside of this space? Because you literally, you could bid on keyboards and different computer mouse, mice. Have you thought about doing anything like that, or you really want to stick within your core area?
I think construction is definitely going to be our niche, but definitely look at different items that we can bid on, especially like some easy bids. Just put in there and see what happens. But definitely want to find my niche, but just see what's out there. I'm hearing different stuff, YouTube videos of watching and learning it, and just learning about different spaces. So just see what pays and go from there.
I love that. Are you at all seeking any subcontractors? Because people are going to reach out to you, David. A lot of people will. And I know one of their first questions, besides, hey, can I see your proposal? How did you win? The next question is going to be, can I subcontract to you? Are you seeking any type of talent throughout the United States at all?
Not necessarily. On a daily basis, just with my nature of work, I get people who just call me randomly, always just offering services to me, whether it be roofing contractors, painting contractors, just all type of people looking for work. So we could always use good people and good help, but nothing specific at the moment.
That sounds good. At least people know he's not looking for anyone yet. It may change, so just be careful. Be warned. If you want to reach out, that's up to him. If people want to reach out to you, David, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
I'm on LinkedIn. Name is David Lamartiniere, as well as I have an Instagram page. It's called Lamar Holds Roofing. I'm on Facebook. And those would probably be the best ways to get in contact with me.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And I also have to say to people, if you haven't already, get the book, winnerswaybook.com. Winnerswaybook.com. Definitely get a copy of the book. As you've been going through this, executing the work, is there anything that you wish you were like, man, I wish I knew that, or man, I really need to tell people they need to know this after they win a contract?
Well, I didn't know what exactly a safety plan was. I'm putting that together. So my CEO asked for that, and just doing more research again, figuring out what that is, and then even a bid bond. I didn't know what that was, and find a company that could provide me bonding for this contract that I had just won. And I had to reach out to 2 different companies. One of them I got approved. One of them got denied because they said my credit wasn't good. I was like, what? I got a 690. I know it's not best, but it's all right. It's decent. And then another company, they approved me, no problem. So those things I just wasn't familiar with, even though I've done work on a state level, on a government level. Those were new information for me. So that was something new.
Wow, that's really good, important information to share. And can you share with people what a bid bond is? Because there may be some that are very unfamiliar with that term.
Yeah, so I guess what the government just wants to do, they want to ensure that you are able to complete the project, and then as well as that you are able to pay your subcontractors the right federal wage for doing work on a federal project. So this is just a surety for federal government that who they're doing business with have their ducks in a row.
Oh, that's good. I love how you explain that. And how much did that bond cost you?
So it was 3% of the total contract. So 3% of $40,000 is $1,200. And that was a cost I didn't equate for, but with the profit I have, and it's having enough to cover it.
Do you get the bond, the $1,200 back, or no?
I don't think so. I don't think I get it back. I think it's their fee they charge to be able to provide their service. I hope I get it back. That'd be good, but that's not something I think I get back.
Yeah, and this is, I'm glad you shared this, because sometimes a bid bond may be low as 100, and you just heard he said it's 3% of the total. So for those of you who want a middleman, just be aware of it, that you are going to need cash if the requirement calls for a bid bond. So imagine if it's a $500,000 project.
Right.
3% is really going to add up. So I really appreciate you sharing that. Then they just typically ask for like your social security, information about your projects, things like that.
Yep. They ask for the contract documents and everything I have submitted for the proposal. So they just ask me to provide that. That's too complicated though.
That's good. That's really good to hear. Well, I am so grateful for having you here, because winning 1 out of 10 out the gate, and it's in addition to your business. I mean, that is phenomenal, David. I mean, you're going to get more and more contracts, and I'm just so proud of you, so proud for you. This is terrific. This once again shows it's not as hard as you think. It's not get rich quick. It's not like super, like it just comes from the sky, but it's not always hard. Life doesn't have to be hard. This doesn't have to be hard. So I just want to thank you again. And how can people reach you one more time?
They can reach me on Facebook, David LaMartiniere. My phone number is 919-827-7178.
Wow, I even gave you his phone number, y'all. You better write that down.
Yep. You guys want to, do some partnerships with JV, roofing, I'm the man. I'm a roofer contractor, so just call me.
Oh.
And then Facebook, Instagram, Lamar Hoves Roofing. And I can't thank this group enough. I mean, it gave me the confidence and knowledge. I'm always getting up there, like on a daily basis, just seeing what's going on. I love seeing the wins out there. I love seeing the questions. I post questions myself. Just YouTube videos. Like I had a 3-hour drive today. I definitely popped on one of Kizzy's videos and just listening and learning, and then just, going hard. This is just the beginning, but I want this to be a great source of income for me and my family for years to come. And, just telling more people about this industry, because, it's so many bids out there, so much opportunity. I think it's an amazing space to be a part of.
Yes, it is. And oh my gosh, I love it, what you said. Echo all of it. Y'all don't forget the book, winnerswaybook.com. Check out, winnerswaybook.com. Check out profitablecontracts.co. And again, thank you. This channel is only possible because of all of you who watch, like, subscribe, hit that notification button, subscribe. We are this close to 100,000.
That's awesome.
I want to get to 100,000 as soon as possible. So I love that. And I'm so grateful to you. You helped make the channel even better. So again, thank you so much, David, for being here, and everything is possible. Take care until next time.